Hey, welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Earl, and I'll be leading a Ashtanga yoga practice today. And today's practice, we're following up on a series. This is the fourth in the series, and we'll be talking about freedom from negative states of mind. So any sort of negative states of mind that we encounter in the day, like, jealousy or irritation or anxiety, worry, stress, all of these things, how can we use our yoga practice to attain freedom from these negative states of mind? What does that have to do with yoga? And yoga gives us a chance to work on these things on the mat. So when we're on the mat, we can, use that same approach of bringing some sort of meditative state of mind to our practice and to see, am I getting bored? Am I getting frustrated? Am I having doubt? Is my mind wandering off to, daydreaming about pleasurable experiences or anything like that? So in the Yoga Sutras, it says stopping those negative states of mind, that requires the elimination of some subtle problems. And that's done through meditation. So in the class today, what I'd like us to focus on, meditation in the sense of focus, is a couple things. The first is breath. So Ashtanga Yoga, the most important thing is that we initiate the movement with the breath, and the breath concludes the movement. So if I'm to raise my arms, the breath initiates the movement, and the end of the breath ends the movement. So I don't run out of breath halfway through the movement. So one movement, one breath, and we'll try to focus on that as part of our meditation practice that we bring to the Yoga Asana. And then the second thing I want to focus is, throughout the practice, the dichotomy of grounding down that allows us to stretch up. So that dualistic motion where in order to stretch out, there's a hugging to the center, and that keeps the core strong, that keeps the core firm, and that allows us to stretch safely, integrating the shoulders as we stretch out. So we're not stretching out of the shoulders are stable, and then we can stretch safely. Same thing when we ground our feet into the earth and the core is stable, that allows us to stretch out or to twist safely. So those are some of the things that we'll focus on in today's class. Okay, let's come to the front of our mats. We'll start with some Surya Namaskar A's and B's. And remember to take the practice at your pace, at your speed, at your level of difficulty. So some of us have had different experiences, different injuries we might be dealing with. I fell off a roof a little while ago, so my shoulder is tentative and sore a little bit. So I'll be doing a lot of knees, chest, chin. If you want to take your practice a little deeper and do full chaturanga, then work at your pace and your level. Okay, we have to remember that if we get injured in yoga, we have to recoup ourselves. No one else can do that for us. No one else can, choose the level. We have to have the wisdom to do that ourselves. Okay, here we go. Start with that idea of grounding. Ground your feet. Ground into the mat. You can lift up your toes, spread them, and then glue them to the mat. Engage your legs, squish them together. Tuck the belly in. Expand out, not just in one direction, but in all four directions. Maybe we'll just start there, being grounded and taking a few breaths. And now come to the front of your mat. Okay. With that sensation of grounding, inhale the hands up over that. We'll just start taking it slow here. Maybe take a little bend to the right. And another bend to the other side, this side, the right. Both rights. Inhale, come back up. And again, this time to the other right, to the left. Remember, tuck the belly in, get stable in the core. So in this pose, the tendency is to pull out of the right side, so push down, grounding through the right. allows us to have that stretch on the left part of the body. And again, up. And then the other side. Strengthen your arms alongside your ears, body in one plane. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back up. And now we'll do Surya Namaskar. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Can bend your knees deep. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, walk the feet back. Get solid, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale in cobra. Exhaling down, facing dog. Start with the knees very bent. That allows us to straighten the back. So the focus on this pose initially is really having a straight back. Rotate the shoulders forward, pushing back into the pose. And then as we're solid in that, we can work to start to straighten our legs. Inhale, walk the right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward and fold. Strong legs, bent knees. Inhale, come up. And exhale, Samasti Tahi. Great. Again. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, step back. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down and facing dog. Again, knees bent. Index finger pointing straight forward. Press into the knuckles of the palm of the hand. Press those firmly into the mat. Again, roll your shoulders forward so that the front of the elbow is pointing forward. And then once all of that's clear, you can end by starting to straighten the legs a little bit, keeping the back straight. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward, fold. Inhale, come up. And exhale, take a moment. Become present in the present. Bring that meditation back to the practice. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Sometimes it's hard to find the correct distance between the hands and the feet. So one of the things you can do is come down to your knees and then stretch, stretch, stretch forward. Placing your head on the ground. And then keeping your hands there. Come back up. Roll back onto your feet. And that might help find the right distance for your down dog between your hands and your feet. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left, fold. Inhale, hands up. And exhale. Great, we'll do one more. Engage the core, engage the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, find length. Exhale, plant your feet, your hands, and walk your feet back, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let that breath heat the body up. The breath is the engine of yoga practice. Don't skimp out on Ujjayi breath. It should be audible, like if someone was practicing in the room, they should be able to hear your breathing. And 5. Inhale, walk your feet forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, fold. We'll do Surya Namaskar B. This time, as you bring your hands up, lead with the little finger and see if that changes how your back and your chest open up. Okay. Surya Namaskar B. Knees bend. Little fingers come up first. Then the hands come around. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, jump or walk back, lower down. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to turn the left foot up. Right foot comes forward. Plant. Get solid. Here we have an opportunity. I'm going to reverse. Here we have an opportunity. Stay here for a second to really feel that dichotomy of opposing forces. So by pressing into the right leg, we drive weight down into the left. And then that same thing with those equal forces through equal legs, there should be a rising up in the middle. And so what we have is when we get grounded, ground into the ground, then we can rise up with a solid core, safely stretching. Okay. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot turns out, left foot comes forward. We'll just come here for a second again. Bend your knee deep. Pressing into the left foot drives the right outside foot back into the mat. And that gives us some solidity. Those opposing forces create a lift in the center. And we can bring our hands up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. And exhale, we get a bit of a break for 5 breaths, downward facing dog. Again, bend the knees. Grip the mat. Index fingers pointing forward. Front of the elbows rotate forward. Pushing back. And then we can pedal the feet. Start to get that stretch in the back of the legs. Inhale, right forward. Exhale, left. Forward. Knees bend again. Inhale. And exhale. Good. We'll do one more. Knees bend. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, jump back. This time we'll do the chaturanga just a little bit. Not to go down very far. Keeping that solid plank. Roll forward. Chest opens, shoulders roll back. Exhale, push back. Inhale, right foot comes forward, warrior one. Exhale, right foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale. And exhale, left foot comes forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 5 breaths. Now we can use these resting times to check our state of mind. Is my mind floating off? Does that lead to, reminiscing or worry about the past or thinking of thoughts of the future, what I need to do today? And just simply be present in the present. How much anxiety, how much worry we can lose, we can get away from just by maintaining being present in the present. And 5. Inhale, right forward. Exhale, left forward and fold. Bend knees. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Great. Padangusasa, standing in front of the mat. Jump your feet open. I'll look at the camera. Let's start again. Come to the front of the mat. Inhale. We'll do Padangustasana. So inhale, ground down, tighten the belly. Inhale, lengthen. Through that grounding, lengthen up. And then exhale, fold forward. Grabbing the big toes. Inhale, lengthen again, and then exhale, fold. So again, if your hamstrings are tight like mine, that's okay. First step is to keep the knees very bent. Shoulders away from your ears, elbows can be out. And then slowly legs straighten, legs straighten. Great. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands come to your waist. Strong legs. Come up with the strength of your legs. Inhaling, exhaling to the front of the mat. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Step out to the right. Right foot turns out. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, reach forward. You can grab a block. Helps you ground. Like we talked about, that grounding, that solidity, allows me to open my left shoulder open. With that left shoulder engaged and locked into the body, now I can stretch my left fingers up towards the ceiling, gently rotating my body, and then finding my drishti, place to look. Again, try to have equal weight in the left and right foot. And we'll initiate the movement up with the inhale. Inhale up. And exhale, second side. Again, solid. Inhale, right hand comes up. Don't think of opening the chest by bringing the hand back. That's not how we open the chest. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking to rotate the shoulder back. And then think of stretching from the hip through the shoulder pad. To do that, we can push in with the front foot, driving weight into the back, and then finding that length all along the side body. And inhale, come up. We'll do twisted triangle pose. So now the left hand's coming down, the right hand's coming out. And so again, you can see the back body now. So feel the difference between opening by just bringing the hand back. That's not how we want to open up. We want to open by rotating the shoulder. Okay? It's not about moving the hand further back. It's about opening the shoulder, opening the chest, opening the back. Inhale, come up. And we'll switch sides. Again, ground. Heels can be in line. Inhale. Left hand comes up to the ceiling. And again, see the difference between opening up with your arm as opposed to opening up with your shoulder. And 5. Inhale, come up. And exhale back to the front of the mat. Good. Again, jumping out to the right, opening up. Right hand can come to your knee. We'll do extended triangle pose before we jump into the pose again. This is a really great pose to feel those dichotomies of the forces, pressing into the right foot, bringing weight into the outside edge of the left foot, rolling the shoulder open. And then I like to bring my arms straight up, parallel, and then up over my ear. Now I can really rotate my chest open, looking up at the ceiling. And then constantly reminding my legs, engage, engage. And 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, second side. By pressing into the left foot, the energy goes into the outside edge of the right foot, and then try to bring the hip up to the ceiling so we're not collapsed in the hip. Great. Inhale, come up. Exhale, we'll twist this again. So again, I'll keep my back to the camera. You can drop your left knee, left hand comes up, and bring that left knee outside, left elbow outside the right knee. Coming back up, hands in prayer, twist around. And again, see if we can open up the back by rotating the shoulder out. Engage the back leg, strong back leg. And 5. Come up. Exhale, second side. Inhale, hand up. Exhale, tuck that elbow outside the knee. Suck in the belly a little bit. Engage the back leg, twisting open. Rotate that shoulder open. And now engage the back leg. Great. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, Samastiti. We'll do some forward folds to the front. Inhale, step out. Hands come to your waist. Take a second, ground the outside edges of both feet. And then all the way up, feel the lengthening of the inside of the legs, engaging the thigh muscles. And by doing so, feel the energy come up into the center of the body. Now from that solid foundation, we can inhale, find length, keeping that solid foundation of the legs, extend out and forward. Bring your hands to your mat, inhale again and find that length in case we've lost it, and exhale, fold. Stay present in the present by engaging with Ujjayi breath. And see if that attention to our breath and that commitment to being present in the present can allow us to let those problems, the anxiety, the stress, the worry, fade away. It's hard to be anxious if we're present in the present. And inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to your waist, solid legs. Inhale initiates the movement. Exhale, come up. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to your waist. Again, solid foundation allows us to grow out of and fold into. Keep engaging the legs. Try to imagine you're on a sheet of ice, so instead of letting the energy push your feet out towards the ends of the mat, imagine that you're trying to bring your feet closer together as if you're presenting yourself from slipping on some ice. And again, feel the difference as the inside of the leg is stretched and engaged. Inhale, one breath, come all the way up. And exhale, we'll do one more. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, we'll bring our hands behind. One more inhale. And now exhale, fold. Palms can turn forward. Legs engaged. If that's too much, hands can come back down to the mat and allow that to assist you in deepening into that stretch. Lifting the kneecaps, engaging the thighs. One more inhale and one more exhale. Inhale, look forward, hands to your thighs, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, and exhale back to the front of the mat. We'll do 2 more standing poses. Inhale, open up. This time we'll have our hands coming behind our back, grabbing elbows, or if your flexibility allows for it, hands into reverse prayer. Square your body over your front leg. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. If this position is unstable, you can spread the base of your feet out a little bit so the 2 heels are more in line, or even having your front heel outside of the left. Inhale again, exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, second side, fold over. Inhale, find length and stability. Exhale, fold. And then that process is the same every breath. Inhaling, finding length, stability. Exhaling, folding into that. You can try to roll your shoulders back on the inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Not thinking chin to knee or forehead to knee. More like think, can I bring my forehead to my big toe? That's the direction of the movement. Find stability through keeping your gaze on a steady fixed point. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, come in front of your mat. Last standing pose. Bring your foot into half lotus. Right leg starts. Left arm comes around. If you can grab that foot, great. If it's just coming to some clothing or your foot is further down on your leg, also great. One more inhale. And now exhale, fold. You can bring your hands down on the mat if that's where you're at. Exhale, fold it. That hand, if you have that flexibility, reach around, grab that foot for the bind. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale halfway up, left hand to your waist. And then inhale, come all the way down. Release. Shake it out. Second side. Left foot, half lotus. Wrap the left hand around. Reach for the bind if you can, or just some clothing. And then when you're stable, exhale, fold. Bring both hands down if that's what you need. And again, inhale, finding length. Exhale, folding into the pose. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, folding into the pose. Tap into the beauty of being present in the present. Try to find some enjoyment in the practice. Will allow the mind to not fight getting onto the mat every day. If we notice the beautiful moments in our practice, however many there may be, that allows us to train the mind to be looking for the positive aspects of our practice, and it'll make it more inclined to do what it wants to do that again. The mind wants to do the things it enjoys. It'll fight doing the things it doesn't enjoy. And so we can train the mind, help deepen our practice, the consistency of our practice, through noticing the enjoyment of it. And as we say that, we'll come into a pose that perhaps is a little bit harder. So finding the enjoyment in chair pose, bend your knees deep, sitting down, inhaling, exhaling. Sometimes it's a little harder sometimes it's a little easier, I think, to try to find the joy in the hardest poses and to really stretch my mind when it gets hard, and to try to make the poses that I like the least my favorite. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Inhale, bring your right elbow outside of your left knee. We're going to go through the harder part of the practice, then we'll come down to the floor. And so really try to push yourself in these last few moments of the standing poses. One more inhale, one more exhale. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, left elbow outside of right knee. Again, open your shoulder. Find equal pressure in both feet. A little deeper, a little deeper. Legs might be burning, that's okay. Push yourself a little bit. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, jump back, lower down, chaturanga, and use chest chin. Inhale. And exhale. And then jump your feet through. We'll come into Dandasana. So another great pose to think about the dichotomy of the different directional forces of our energy. So first off, take your feet and press through the base of your big toes. So don't collapse, don't allow the ankles to collapse. Press through the base of the big toes. Again, finding length in the inner legs. From there, as we did in the first pose, bring the calves together, thighs engaged, knees calf lifted. And then from there, with the opposing forces of the energy going down our legs, out through our heels, also feel that energy rising up. Hands come to the side, shoulders roll back, and we'll do 5 more breaths in Dandasana. Shoulders roll back, chin tucked, legs engaged, and 5. Straight up again, inverted plank, reverse plank. I'm not sure what this is called, but we'll come up. And again, we're trying to bring our hips up to the ceiling. Can allow your neck to fall all the way back, or keep it as if it was resting on a pillow. Find the joy and exhale. Great. We'll do the first of a bent leg forward fold. So right foot comes into your left thigh. Center the body over the left leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Janu Shirshasana. Again, it's not the idea to bring the head to the knee. Pressing through the base of the big toe, extending the inner leg. Try to imagine that you're trying to bring your head to your toe. And 5, we'll switch sides. Left inside the right thigh. Center your body over your right leg. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Again, press through the base of the big toe. Pull your kneecaps up, engaging your quadriceps. Roll your shoulders back. Keep the back straight. And then once that's all solid, we can bring our hands down our shin maybe a little bit more, maybe grab the foot, maybe wrap our hands outside of our foot. Bringing our head to our toe, not our chin to our knee. And 5. We'll do Vinyasa. Bend your knees, shoot them back. Coming to knees, chest, chin, or little chaturanga or chaturanga all the way down. Inhaling into upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, pushing back, downward facing dog. And again, jump your feet through. This time we'll come into a very similar pose, but we'll sit on the heel. And as that heel comes into perineum, stimulating Mabunda, we'll do that same forward fold. Again, this time really keep our knees bent this time. And that allows us to focus on keeping our back straight. Slowly walking our hands forward, keeping the back straight, finding the limit of our flexibility where we're not rounding over, keeping that chest open, back straight. Now begin to lengthen the leg, keeping the pressing through the base of the big toe. Inhaling, exhaling, bringing our head to our toes. Inhaling, open up. Exhaling, bringing our head to our toe. Maybe bringing the back of the kneecap a little bit closer to the mat. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and one more exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, we'll switch. Left heel comes back. Sitting on the perineum, stimulating the Mula Bandha. Inhale, square the body. Exhale again, we'll keep the knee very bent and fold forward. Hands can come forward, helping us stretch into the pose where we're stretching really out of the sacrum and stretching forward, not stretching down towards the knee, stretching forward towards the foot. Keep pressing through the base of the big toe. And again, fold a little deeper. Keeping our back straight, our shoulders back when we find the limit of our flexibility. And we can work to maybe straighten the leg, take the bend out a little bit more. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Inhale, look up, and exhale. Good, vinyasa. Shoot the feet back. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Cobra, upper dog. Downward facing dog. Jump the feet through, and we'll come into a bent knee pose. So right knee bent, right hand up. Exhaling, right hand comes through and wraps around. If you can grab the bind behind, great. Again, inhale over the left leg, open up, then stretch. Again, leg engaged, press through the base of the big toe, open the chest, and then bend. Don't worry about the knee being bent so much. Worry about the back being open and straight. Inhale and exhale. I'm doing a lot of talking, but at some point we really want to quiet the mind. Find that present in the present state and allow that freedom from those negative thoughts, negative emotions, anxieties, worries melt away. And exhale. Inhale. And we'll switch. Left knee becomes bent. Right leg goes forward. Inhale, left hand up. Wraps around. Find that bind. Again, first step, press through the base of the big toe. Engage the right leg. Inhale, open up. Ground in the left hip. And then start to fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. As we relax into the yoga poses, make it a vivid state of relaxation. The meditation of mind, we need to relax to meditate, and the tendencies when we relax for the mind to get dull and a little sleepy. So keep the state of mind vibrant even as we relax into the pose. One more inhale and one more exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Jump through. And we'll come into a twist. Again, right leg comes bent. Left hand comes up. Big stretch, big inhale. Exhale the left elbow outside of the right knee. And now again, the tendency is to forget about the left leg. So engage the left leg, press through the base of the big toe, ground in the right hip. Inhale and start that twist. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. So again, we can't twist if we don't have a solid foundation. So that left leg is engaged, pressing through the big toe. Kneecap lifted up, thigh is engaged, right hip grounding into the ground, and then as we twist, we spiral up and around. One more inhale. One more exhale. Second side. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, bring the right elbow outside the left knee. And it takes a little bit for me to get into this pose now. So I'm kind of all twisted. So as I come out of that aspect, recenter, reground, straighten the right leg, press through the base of the right toe, engage the quadriceps, and then start my twist. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, twisting. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, twisting. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale, pick up. Exhale, jump back. Either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Pressing back into downward facing dog. Jump through either straight into boat pose or at your space. It's very important to not collapse in the lower back. So I never do boat pose without my hands. So starting off knees bent, opening up the chest. Finding that stability, and then slowly working to straighten my legs. A nice V shape. If you can do that, keeping the integrity of the lower back, you can look to release the hands. Immediately that feels pressure on my lower back. So keeping my hands there, opening up and finding that enjoyment in a pose that's very challenging. Inhale, pick up. Lower down, we'll do two more. Open the shoulders, roll them back. Allow the head to drop back or as if resting on a pillow. And then 5. Last one. Inhale, pick up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Shoulders roll back. Knees bent if you feel any pressure on your lower back. And 5. We'll do vinyasa. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Cobra or upward facing dog. Pushing back into downward facing dog. And now jump through and we'll come into spread wide, again a forward bend. So again, same thing over and over again. Press through the base of the big toe, getting some length on the inside of the legs, engaging, pulling the kneecaps up, and engaging the quadriceps. Inhaling, finding that length through that solidity. Exhale, starting to fold. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, look up. And now this time, we're going to take that spread angle pose. We're going to bring it back behind us. Inhale, bring it up and over your head. Spread the toes wide, spread the legs wide, grabbing onto your toes. And come into that same pose, we'll hold it for 5 breaths. And now what we're going to try to do is roll up, holding the pose at the top. So if you want to take a second and watch and then try, that's okay. Inhale, come up, pull back, open the chest, and then stick it. If you want to try that again, come back down, rolling down, stable in the pose. Inhale, coming up, opening up your chest, and we'll hold this for 5 breaths. This truly is one of my favorite poses. So if you are enjoying it, allow that smile to come onto your face. And 5. Jump your feet back. Lower down, chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, upward dog, cobra. And this time we're going to come onto our knees and come into a back bending pose, camel pose. Again, a very important pose to find that grounding that allows us to stretch up and out. You can have your heels up. We can use a block if that's helpful for you also. Opening up the shoulders, hands on your waist. Find the heels. Press the hips forward and grow the back out of the sacrum. To come out of this pose, push your hips forward. Using your leg muscles, come back up. And 5. We'll do one more. Take a moment to catch your breath. Reground. Inhale, come bringing the arms back, opening the shoulders up. Inhaling, hips come forward, thighs engaged, head drops back, or as if resting on a pillow. And 5. Great. Inhale, come back up. Take a moment, come to child's pose. I prefer to keep my fingers up. This is called active child's pose. I find that children are very active, so I always think that child's pose is a resting pose, but it's an active rest. Then come back up to chaturanga. We'll lower down, knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. And then jump through and prepare for shoulder stand. Lie back. Get stable. Can start by rolling back. Let's start just by hugging your knees to our chest for a moment. Can rock for a second. Bring some flexibility into the lower back. Knees can fall out to the left. Stretch the right, looking over the right shoulder, right hand. Inhale, coming back. Hugging knees to chest. Knees can fall out to left. Looking over your left shoulder. Knees to the right. Present in the present. And 5. Inhale, come back up. One last time. One more deep breath. Inhale, roll your feet back. Hands come under your legs for support. You can use a blanket if you choose. Blanket comes under your shoulders. This is a half shoulder stand. Some days I prefer this. And then once there's some stability and relaxation in the pose, walk the hands higher up on the back. Again, holding the weight of my legs into my palms makes this pose a little easier, a little safer for me. But again, the legs are engaged and I'm stretching my toes up towards the ceiling, pressing through my base of my big toes, even in an inverted pose. We'll hold this pose for a little bit longer. 5 more breaths. And then again,
I can walk my hands further up my back, coming deeper into the pose, legs engaged. Find a spot for your eyes to focus on, which allows the mind to also similarly be locked on a place. Desha Bandhas Chitasya Dharana, the third chapter in the Yoga Sutra, says meditation is locking your mind on a single point. We can assist that by locking our eyes on a single point. A few more breaths. Exhale. And bringing the feet back behind us. Plow pose. And now, coming into a lotus pose if you can, or some sort of cross-legged pose. We'll do a cross-legged shoulder stand. So a little easier if you're in full lotus, to then bring your hands to your knees. Maybe one hand at a time. Trying to find some balance in an inverted pose. Maybe you can bring both hands to your knees. Now bringing your knees into your chest and gently rolling the pose. Rolling all the way up and coming to the seated position. We'll come into the last few poses of the Ashtanga series. Let's actually just go out of order a little bit. We'll do one more hip opener. Baddha Konasana, feet come together. Open up the feet like a book. Open up the chest. Relax. As we get towards the end of the yoga series, the breathing should slow down a little bit. Don't drop the Ujjayi breath, but it can become a little softer. And we go through the last few poses as a preparation for Shavasana. Mind is becoming more relaxed, breath becoming more relaxed. Inhale, exhale, start to fold into the pose. This pose takes a while to get into. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale, fold. You can use your elbows to assist with the opening of the hips. Inhale, exhale, fold. Find the power in that breath. Find the relaxation that allows us deeper access to the pose. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, come up. Now we're going to stay in this position and we're going to drop the head. Great pose for feeling Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Lifting up from the base of the spine, sucking the belly in a little bit, and then dropping the chin towards the chest, or bringing the chest towards the chin, opening the shoulder. And 5. Great. Come into a cross-legged position. We'll do Plutihi, a picking up pose. Again, it's a pose that's easier if you can come into full lotus. Hands beside. And then inhale, bring the butt off the ground.
And we'll just continue to try to pick up, lower down. As I said, a little harder if it's cross-legged, but even if we're just leaning forward and bringing the butt off the ground, that's great. We can pick up briefly, come back down, that's great. And for those of you that are able to pick up and hold, we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last pose. Left hand comes around to the side, to the right side, right hand comes around to the left. One last inhale. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, find length. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, untie, unbind the feet, and we'll come into Shavasana. You can grab a blanket if you like. And we'll have a nice 5 minutes of rest. I do Shavasana with my knees bent. It allows the arch in my lower back to become less, and the lower back comes to the floor. If you prefer legs straight, all the way on the ground, that's great. Allow your hands to fall to your side, or maybe bring them to your belly. Now, at this point in our practice, we can at last release the Ujjayi breath. And let the mind rest. But again, we can think of the rest as a vibrant state of relaxation, allowing the goodness of our practice to sink in into the energies that have been stirred in our body to go to the place where the body needs them. Calming the prana, calming the breath, calming the mind. I like to use this opportunity as a chance for a short mindfulness practice, or again, I'm just trying to pleasantly, happily rest in the present as my practice ends, not running off mentally into what's next in my day. Enjoying the sweet flavor of a yoga practice. And we'll rest here for the last 2 minutes in silence. And then, as you're ready, you can roll out of the Shavasana at your pace, pushing yourself up to a sit. And we'll come to a meditation pose for the last minute of our yoga session. Take that moment to notice how the body feels, how the mind feels. Kind of take stock of, here I am, present, in the present, here now. Through my meditation practice, through mindfulness practice in my day, can I simply, by being present, as we practiced in yoga, eliminate or decrease the frustration or the anxiety or worry we might feel, and work towards achieving freedom from those negative states of mind. And if there was something that we found in our practice that was beneficial, and to make a resolution or have some resolve to carry it forth into our day, and to use these practices off the mat to allow us to walk through the world, to walk through our life as the highest version of ourselves, as the person that we want to be, the person that upholds the ethical core values that we want to hold through that mindfulness, through that dedication to those principles, and work towards the freedom of the mental anxiety and worry that brings. So thank you for your practice, and we'll see you again for the 5th class of this series on the 5 freedoms. Thank you.